My name is Jared Williams, and I'm running for District Attorney. I'm here to speak to my community here in Richmond, Columbia, and Burke County, Georgia, but also to the hurting communities across this state and across the nation. I hear you. I feel you. I understand you. I understand the pain, the fear, the anxiety, the anger, and the constant reminder that there are people in power who have no interest in protecting the entire community. For those of you who are out there peacefully protesting and raising your voice, thank you. For those who are out there trying to take your protests and use it for their own gain by looting and destroying property, I hope you know that they're going to lump all of us together and they're going to use it as their justification for their actions. If they're going to act like animals, we'll treat them as such. Don't give them that chance. My message for you is that those people are ready for the riots. They're ready for the protests, and they don't really care about a little destruction of property because they know that their system will remain in place. The very next day after that man dug his knee into the neck of another human being until he passed out and died, they had already supplied the riot gear. That shows us that they're ready for that step. But what they're not ready for, what they're not expecting, is for you to take real action and fight for real change. They're not ready for you to storm the election board and demand 100 voter registration forms and march the streets and get people registered and to the polls. They're not ready for you to take November 3rd off so you can drive people to the ballot box. They're not ready for you to door knock and phone bank and fundraise and use your social media platforms to educate people on what these positions are and who's running for them to actually make the difference that we all deserve. Use your voice and your abilities the way that matters most, the way that's going to make the biggest change, systemic change. I'm Jared Williams, and I'm running for District Attorney, and there are people like me all across the nation, all across this state, who are trying to make the difference. Help us. Help us make the difference to help you and the rest of this community. The people who have no problem with what happened to George Floyd, they're not ready for real change. They're not ready for systemic change. Are you?
Here today, you, just like the last speaker just said, you better have a plan. Don't stand here with us today and then go home and feel good about yourself. Because this is not the end. This is simply the beginning. And it is not going to stop until we can sleep